My name is Peggy Rhodes Oliver, and I'm an insurance agent. I'm specializing in healthcare, and that's what information I want to bring to you today. You know, since the Affordable Care Act has come in, there have been many myths and fables about what it is and what it does. And we all know that wisdom is power. Knowledge is power. So in this segment, you're going to get some understanding. Now, the Affordable Care Act, when it came out in its inception, was meant to provide health care for those that were not only underprivileged, but for those that just couldn't afford the high rates and deductibles that the insurance companies were imposing. Who wants to pay $300 a month for a health insurance plan with a $10,000 and $12,000 deductible? So the president introduced the Affordable Care Act, ACA, now called Obamacare. And I kind of like that because Obama does care. And the function of that is to provide a full and comprehensive health care plan for everyone. It will include doctors. It will include hospitalization, which used to be major medical. It also includes things like prescription, ambulance transportation. It also includes rehabilitation and something very important, family, that we all have to have, and that's preventive care. If you are able to stop a problem in its infancy, if you're able to get informed and get healthy before the problem arises, then you are less of a burden to the family, your hospitals, your healthcare plan, and everyone wins. So there are 10 essential benefits inside of every Affordable Care Act plan. And the preventive care is a very big part of it. And that's something you don't hear a lot about on the news. The fact that you can get a no-cost, no copay, free annual exam. And for the women, that includes your mammograms, and we all know how important that is. Your OBGYN exams. For those that are 50 and over, it also includes a colonoscopy. It includes all the blood tests, urine analysis, all those things that go to healthy living. Another important aspect of the preventive care is that it has wellness programs built in. Things like if you have diabetes, there is a diabetes management program in there. High blood pressure, cholesterol, weight management, smoking cessation. And all these are built in and they're part of your plan. The preventive care also includes things like pneumonia shots and flu shots. Many people don't know that. So in all you're getting, people get understanding. And in that one price that you get is that entire benefits package. And you know, there's such a benefit to having health care. And it also shows and aids our children so that they can grow up and grow along, getting into the mode of taking care of themselves, going to the doctor annually. And when it's affordable, then you'll go. Then you'll prevent issues and problems in your life. And it's easy. It's sweat-free as far as I'm concerned, because with Be Insured for Life, we talk to you about it. We find out what your needs are. We then go in and prepare the quotes for you. Then we go on and enroll you in that. And it doesn't stop when open enrollment finishes. Your licensed insurance agent is there with you for the rest of the year, because we all know that problems can arise. But the good news is the success stories that come out of having health care. And I have with me today two guests that it is my good pleasure to introduce to you. And they will share their stories with you. And you know what? They tell their story, and I know there's millions of other stories. And I want to introduce first Miss Cynthia Lattimore, who is a real estate agent. And so she represents millions of real estate agents out there who are selling homes and may not have that covering over them. Thank you for coming, Miss Lattimore. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good, good, good. Tell us your story, Miss Lattimore.
My story, before I had my Obamacare, I was able to go to the doctor. I couldn't get the best of care because I couldn't afford doctors, so I could go to some of the centers that would see you, but you didn't get the best of care. So when Obamacare first initially started, I had problems trying to enroll, and wasn't able to enroll the first year.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able, someone put me in touch with Miss Peggy Rose, and everything it took me a year to do, she was able to do in less than 24 hours. And 2-3 days later, I had my Obamacare, and I was happy.
Mm-hmm. And so when you went to the doctor to get that annual exam, tell us a little bit about that.
When I went to the doctor, I was having a few problems, and I was explaining to the doctor that what I was going through, and they kept telling me I was just having panic attacks, nothing was wrong with me, and anxiety, and I should be just fine. I went back a second time. I was told the same thing, the third and fourth. So the beginning of this year, when my Obamacare started, I said, well, I'm going to go to the gastro doctor. And my journey started there.
Mm-hmm.
I had my first colonoscopy because I was having problems with my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And the doctor found a mass in my upper colon, and I thought I was going to go in, have surgery, and be just fine. After my surgery, February 4th, on the 8th, I was told it was stage 3 colon cancer. And I would have to seek 6 months of chemo. And I said, okay, so I did my 6 months of chemo. I completed my 6 months of chemo. I'm cancer free, and I'm a true believer that if I did not have my Obamacare, I may not be here, or my cancer may have progressed to stage 4. So I love my Obamacare.
Thank you. Oh, right. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And there are millions of success stories out there like that. My second guest I want to introduce is Miss Dawn Johnson. Now, Miss Johnson represents a large percentage of entrepreneurs. She's a stylist. She's also a public relations consultant. And she's in that group also of entrepreneurs and business owners who are about their business, and they may be neglecting their health business. Tell us about that, Miss Dawn.
Yes, that is true. A lot of times when you work for yourself, you have unlimited hours. You are required to keep working just in case. You live on a just in case situation.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people don't understand, as being self-employed, that's how we live.
Yes, it is.
We live in a type of security, but our security is always to have that backup just in case.
Just in case, yes.
And unfortunately, for self-employed people, it is extremely high to get health care.
Yeah.
In my situation, I found myself going in facilities that went by your income, where you had to present your income.
Yes.
And I got care that way. And I was able to get care, but honestly, what I was missing was my own personal private doctor.
Yes, yes.
And even though a lot of times we want a private doctor so we can get in and get out, we want somebody that we can build a relationship with and ask questions.
That's so important.
And when you go to the hospital, the ER, you can talk to them, but you can't make it as personal because they're just on call for that moment.
That's right.
So what Obamacare did for me, thank God, it allowed me and my son the ability to be able to have our own personal doctor.
Yes.
To be able to call her with any problem or any suspicion we had, and it got seen about. It wasn't a situation where we were sent to 4 different people. We had that one direct person.
Yes.
They had a general concern for us because we were building a relationship as their permanent client.
Right.
So I really loved that experience. Also, I was able to find out that I had a mass on my ovaries. We're still in the process of doing, more tests.
Yes.
They're saying they believe it's not cancerous.
Right.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. What made me really secure and not break down in that situation was the fact that I had Obamacare and I could deal with a specialist on a one-on-one situation. And Obamacare has afforded me and my son the ability to not only take care of our needs as we needed them, not say we were sick all the time, but it made us able to take advantage of things that we had to overlook with some general aspirin over the counter.
Yes, yes, yes.
So Obamacare put us in a perspective
In a
where
good way, yeah.
we really could really get some real care and some
Yeah.
real counseling
Yes.
and consultation.
Yeah, I
And I'm
agree.
really thankful for it.
Yes, yes. That's the one of the keys, and even the president mentioned it about building a relationship. Because if you're going from pillar to post and from clinic to clinic, no one's reading notes. No one's looking back to see, well, what was the last thing that was done? So that means that medications aren't coordinated the way that they should be, and then somewhere along the line there could be some loss. So what I want to ask all of you hearing this message and seeing this message is get enrolled, get covered, get secure. You can reach us at Be Insured for Life at 404-913-9043, or go on and email me for a free quick quote at beinsuredforlife@gmail.com. And that's spelled the letter B, the word insured, INSURED, the number 4, life@gmail.com, and you too can be insured for life. Thank you.